going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Q.
And your girl Vernie Bigg.
TeamBoydTV. Hey, we had some disappointing week last week. Like, I mean,
oh my God.
Last week was a topsy-turvy week in the NFL. It really was. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. How you feel?
I'm really disappointed with my team. I'm repping my shirt today.
Me too.
But I'm disappointed with my team.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, cause I tell you, this Carolina losing the game at the end of the game, this is getting sickening. And I'm just saying, I'm going to go ahead and address this back, and I'm going to have to address it again tomorrow night. Yeah, I tweeted that I would turn in with Carolina Blue to be a Cincinnati Bengals fan for the rest of the season. Look, I was just joking. Everybody who knows me know I bleed blue, okay? I'm a Carolina Panthers fan for life. Just to let everybody know. You know what I mean? So, go ahead and let us know how it went down and what the score was like.
Okay, so we are tied up now for our picks for both 23 and 9.
Okay.
So last week, the Patriots beat the Jets. We had the Rams at the Falcons. The Falcons got that. Chargers at Eagles. Chargers got that.
Okay.
People thought Chargers traveling.
Yeah.
The Eagles offense was going to shut them down.
Yeah.
So Chiefs beat the Cowboys. Dolphins over the Colts. Texans over the Titans. Packers demolished the Redskins.
Yeah.
Ravens beat the Browns. Bills over Panthers. Bears over Vikings.
Yeah.
Saints over Bucks. Cardinals over the Lions.
Yeah. I was on the line. Yeah.
Raiders over the Jaguars. Raiders, you had no choice.
Right.
Broncos over my Giants. And I would just like to say that I did pick the Broncos, and I said this year I was not going to pick with my heart with the Giants. I was going to pick the team I really felt was going to win.
In other words, y'all was flaming me up on Twitter about what I said. She didn't pick that team to win. So all that crap about fair weather stuff that y'all was giving me, look at this one.
I got to keep my stats real. I'm a football analyst.
Okay.
So I must do what's right first.
So what you got to do?
Inform the people.
Okay.
49ers at the Seahawks. Seahawks beat that. But
yeah, they did.
And then the Bengals at the Steelers, or Steelers at the Bengals, and the Bengals
right.
came out with that.
Yeah. So I guess we fly around the league real quick. One of the first things we can talk about is since you were talking about that San Francisco Seattle game in Seattle. The Seattle fans was going for the world record of most noise in the stadium. Mm-hmm. They got it. I think that noise was deafening. I mean, like it translated across when you watch it on TV. Mm-hmm. It was loud in there. I mean, it was loud. You know, and this is what everybody been saying. They said, like, if Seattle continue this trend, if Seattle can mess around and get home field advantage in the playoffs, I'm telling you, it is a done deal. It's over. I don't know which side of the game, because everyone hyped that game up, and it was a slow game. You know,
it was a slow game. You had that rain delay, and
yeah.
at the end, it just got sloppy.
Yeah.
Kaepernick had 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
I don't know that 49ers defense, that front seven didn't look like they normally do.
What about the Seattle D though? Richard Sherman, who we on this program are not a huge fan of him, but dude had a spectacular outing, didn't he?
He did. He shut down Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
And he did his thing.
Yeah, he did. So what's on your plate for the topics you got for us today?
Oh gosh, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, I know you wanted to talk about. The first thing you want to talk about was
the Buccaneers.
Well, no, we're gonna say the Buccaneers. You want to talk about?
You know I'm ready for that.
Right. You want to talk about Deshaun Golson. Mm-hmm. And they suspended him for one game, but he won't play in this game here. I don't know, man. Like this is the thing we went through this last year. You know what I'm saying? It was Dominican Sue and James Harrison and Bernard Pollard and people like that last year. Mm-hmm. This is the first one this year. Roger Goodell was pretty much setting the stage to let y'all know that these time with the helmet hits. Look, he ain't doing it.
I don't know how he wants these guys to play the game.
I mean, that's the frustrating part about it.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like there's no safe place to hit anybody.
Right.
There's no safe place to tackle anybody. I mean, we just going to have an offensive game, and then we just watch the other team walk down the field.
Well, I mean, one of their running backs for the Pittsburgh Steelers last night, when the game had just started, he was out with a concussion. I'm pretty sure it must have been on a special teams play or something. He didn't come in until the second half. I mean, look, it's a serious thing. It really is. I mean, I know us as fans, we don't like this. But at the same time, though, man, if ain't nobody left to play the game, what we gonna cheer for?
Yeah, but you know what I think is odd? Where were all these concussion years ago?
You know, that's the force to play, because I guess you ever seen the dude get concussed? You know, in the NFL game, they don't know they concussed. They want to go back in. So back then they didn't know how to diagnose a concussion.
Yeah, but when you have somebody laying on the field face down, you know what that is.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, years ago it was, he just got the wind knocked out.
Right. Yeah.
Now he's concussed.
Concussed.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's always concussion.
Get out of here.
It's always concussion.
I don't know.
Now I know another one of the things that you wanted to hit on, and I know because we've been talking about this week for days now, is the downward spiral of one Robert Griffin III. I mean, this thing started in the summer with the Operation Patience.
Right.
You know, and we hit on it a little bit on the show on TeamBoydTV Live last week. The question is, you know, dude wanted to play. I know you think that he's not 100% healthy, which a lot of people think he's not 100% healthy. I say if he wasn't 100% healthy, the doctors wouldn't clear him to play.
There's a difference between being cleared to play and being 100% healthy.
I guess so.
There's a difference between that. And you can see that when he throws that ball, he favors his leg.
Yeah.
His plant leg is the one that had the surgery on it. And you can tell he's just not the same. His throwing motion is not as good. He's not as accurate as he normally is. Last year, I think he had 3 interceptions all of last year. He already got 2 so far for this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just not playing the same way. Some of it is rough.
Some of it is mental. I mean,
some of it is mental.
Yeah. You
Absolutely.
know, I think it's scared to death. I really do.
But I mean, look at their defense either. They're not holding anybody back as well. So their legs ain't hurt. So I mean, there's a situation going on in Washington.
Yeah. Now I know my second team, Cincinnati Bengals, they won the game last night, and I know you got the chance to see the first half of it. I just wanted to talk about Andy Dalton's delivery, his passing last night. It was atrocious. It was terrible. He was overthrowing AJ Green and Jermaine Gresham like all night long. I'm just saying, I know me and a couple other people, we kind of wanting to see Cincinnati challenge Baltimore for the division title. But I'm telling you, man, Cincinnati can't go playing like that. Like that ain't gonna get them the division title.
I mean, this is the best year that they've had to take those reins for that division.
Yeah.
They have to do it this year. This is their year. Cleveland's not on their level. On paper, Baltimore's not on their level. We know Pittsburgh is not on their level.
Right. It's
their division to take.
It is.
Now they just have to go in there.
They can't come out playing like they played last night, because that was pretty rough. Now, we'll talk about what I know you want to talk about. I don't know what's going on in Tampa Bay. It seems like it's an internal
nerves.
Internal meltdown of the team. I don't know what's going on with Greg Shannon. He is losing control of the locker room now.
Then I'm watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis says they need to have a players only meeting.
But they had a players only meeting before the first week's game. You know?
It's way too early in the season to play only meeting.
I agree.
It's just way too early for that. If y'all need a players only meeting, something is wrong with the players.
Oh, absolutely.
At this point, you're not really behind. You still have a chance to win this thing.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
I have no idea.
Josh Freeman looked like he still did. He looks worse than he did when he first came out.
That's right. Josh Freeman at the end of this season, he's entering a contract year. I got a feeling we won't see Josh Freeman as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer this season.
We need to not see Shiano.
I think it's too early for Shiano.
Nah, I don't like Shiano. He did that little slick move against my Giants.
Yeah.
I never liked him since then.
I don't know, man. This is only his second season there.
Get him out.
I don't know, man. I think it's a little early.
No, he can go.
You know, and because the NFL seem to be enamored with these coaches fresh out of college or whatever. They seem to like this. So I don't know. But I know they got one bright spot.
He's losing the team.
He
rigged the vote so that he wouldn't be. I mean, even if that's not even true.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it's suspected.
Right.
Who does that? Who thinks their coach is rigging votes?
Now, that's the way to lose your locker room, though. In a heartbeat.
How do you rig votes?
Yeah.
I talked to you. You voted for Josh. I'm telling you, I voted for Josh. How come there's only one vote for Josh?
I don't know, man.
Something wrong.
But you know what?
Something wrong.
I understand all that, Omar. I completely understand this locker room internal stuff with the team captain and the votes and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, these dudes get paid to play football. Greg Shannon and his staff get paid to coach. it's not translating on the field.
At all.
It's not, you know what I mean? So.
Someone had a rumor that one of his coaches that left, he came into an area where they were doing something. He said, if you ever come over here again, I'll fire you.
Wow.
Then at the end of the season, the man is fired. You don't know that stuff. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Not a fantasy on that.
Not at all.
That is a trip.
He's a vote rigger.
Vote rigger, huh?
I'm not
Okay.
dealing with him.
Okay.
You gotta go. You gotta go. I mean, that's terrible.
Hey, I don't know. That is pretty rough. I'm trying to think of it was another big story we should have been talking about before we move on. Take care of our voting for the week. I mean, our pick for the week. I think it was something else that I wanted to talk about. It wasn't Dallas Cowboys, was it? No. Mm-mm. Oh, no, it wasn't Dan Roethlisberger because they suck. Was it Peyton Manning? Because I think Peyton Manning, what was the total points he got for the season?
So far, it's 90 points the Broncos have.
They've pretty much been outscoring everybody, right?
Outscoring everybody.
Yeah, like 40 point game, 40 points average right now, right? I don't know, man. You said something about Denver Broncos right now. I don't have this schedule in front of me, so I can't really see it. But man, it just seems like, they just pretty much set this up so Peyton Manning can go to the Super Bowl.
Well, you know what it seems like though is that Peyton is in the point in his career where his ability may not match his, what he used to be able to do.
Yeah.
However, he's the smartest player on the field.
Oh, yeah.
He is absolutely the smartest player on the field. So if you notice, he does a little incision here
there and
there and then at the end of it, you are just bleeding from everywhere, and this dude is slicing you up.
I mean, everybody knows any defense facing the Broncos understand that they don't have to worry about no 60-yard bombs being thrown by no Peyton Manning, right? But the thing is, they got receivers in Demaryius Thomas, Julian Thomas. What's the other guy? They got these guys who are so good after the catch that they'll turn that little 13-yard pass into an 80-yard run. The Broncos, I gotta give them big props. Now,
And then you look at that AFC. Who's really gonna come out to give them any kind of competition?
Well, we gonna see here pretty soon. Because I know the Houston Texans are really the only challengers, and they really ain't as sharp as they should be.
No. Last 2 weeks they had to do these come from
right? Yeah, they're not as sharp as they should be.
I don't know. The NFC is definitely the harder conference to play in.
Yeah.
To get wins.
Absolutely.
But really?
Yeah.
Denver, who's it? It's not Patriots.
Right. But you know what? I just a little thought just popped into my head, because it's still got to be like 6 playoff teams. It's still got to be teams in the playoffs, whether they got crappy records or not. And we all know that Peyton Manning and Denver Broncos are probably gonna be there with the first round bye and all that good stuff.
Right.
What if some weird underdog team like the Miami Dolphins or the Oakland Raiders upset them? And it just popped into my head. I just thought about it. That would be the most hilarious thing ever. That would be funnier to me. It wouldn't, because Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl undefeated and getting beat by I think that's
priceless.
yeah,
That's priceless.
But I still would think that would be something kind of funny to see.
Well, because I'm a Peyton Manning fan, I don't find that funny.
Oh, well, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
And we won't hope that.
Well, the last thing we're gonna talk about before we get into our picks, we got to talk about it since it just popped up. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. They 2-0.
And Tom Brady was about to blow a fuse.
Oh, Tom Brady.
He was gonna cut somebody.
Tom Brady had a complete meltdown.
Yeah.
Looking at Tom Brady this past Sunday, man, looked like he was from Compton or something.
I never seen him act like that.
No.
I mean, I've seen him get fiery,
Oh yeah.
But he was like calling dudes out.
Yes, he was, man. But I don't know what that says to me though, is that he's losing confidence in his skill, his team skill, and maybe the skill of the coaches too, because
Well, I think it's another sign of, to me, like with my quarterback, Eli Manning. You're doing too much because you don't have the confidence on the people on the field. Right. Now, thankfully, they're 2-0 because they're who they play against, right? Yeah. But we're 0-2. At a certain point, you just have to do your part. Yeah. And that's all you can do.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. I think for whatever reason, the Patriots been getting really, really lucky. I mean, what they played? They played the Raiders and they played the Jets, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Jets and the Bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he played against 2 rookie quarterbacks back to back, and they gave him game. That mean like EJ Manuel gave him a game. I'm surprised that the Jets even made the game interesting, to be honest with you.
That game wasn't interesting.
Well, I mean, interested in the fact that, it wasn't a 40-point blowout. You know what I'm saying?
And that was what, Monday night
football? That was Monday Night Football, yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk about who's going to break this tie and move ahead in the picks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that. All right, so we're going to do that. What up, football fans? You want to stay up on the latest of TeamBoydTV happenings? Like us on our Facebook page at TeamBoydTV on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. You can also check out our YouTube page at TeamBoydTV Turbo, where there's live events, videos, among other things. You can also keep up with the latest happenings, live chats, question and answer sessions on Google Plus at TeamBoydTV. Thank you once again for watching TeamBoydTV. All right, so we are back, and we get ready to break this thing down. It's getting ready to get real up in here. It's getting ready to get real up in here. Up first, we got this is a good one because this game got Andy Reid going back to the team that fired him, but he's facing this, everybody all crazy about this Chip Kelly offense and whatnot. And this is not Philadelphia's first game. Well, this is not the home opener, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me say this much. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm picking the Chiefs for one because I haven't seen the Philadelphia Eagles play defense.
Okay.
Their offense looks spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
They're fast. It's fun. It's fresh. I like all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen their team play defense.
Yeah.
And you can only outscore with so many people.
Absolutely.
Kansas City has a good running back.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Smith has proven that he is a good quarterback.
Wow, she said that.
Yep.
Wow, she talked good about Alex Smith.
Good.
Wow.
That's what we're going to give him.
Okay.
He's a good game manager.
All right.
So I'm going with the Chiefs.
You know what? I'm picking the Chiefs too, and I agree with it. Everything you just said, I'm going to add to it. That defense was against the Washington Redskins. Was they playing against the Redskins?
Mm-hmm.
And
last week was a Chargers.
Yeah, it's just they can't stop anybody. And I'm just got a feeling that Jamal Charles is going to rack up a 215-yard day. They mess around and let Alex Smith get hot. Him and Dwayne Bowe. Andy Reid will come back to Philadelphia and just show them the reason why they made a mistake by letting him go.
And I mean, he knows that play, Michael Vick to Deshaun. He knows that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just because it's faster and they call it faster, don't mean it's
a different play.
It's the same play. That's right. All right. The next game, we got this is JB's game. We got the Houston Texans going in to see the Baltimore Ravens, right?
So, bro,
the Ravens played like crap for 2 weeks straight.
But I gotta go with the Texans.
I'm going with the Texans too. I can't remember the Texans game. The Texans are 2-0. And they haven't really played like super sharp, good football.
Nope.
So
I saw the Ravens struggle last week with the
Cleveland Browns. But everybody talking about Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, they might not be ready to make that jump this year, but that team is better than a lot of people think they are. And yeah, of course I knew that's gonna give Baltimore a run for their money. This game though, I'm trying to think. Houston's a high-flying team. Aaron Fox had some issues with his hip and stuff.
Yeah, they got him replaced by what's that dude's name?
I forgot what they brought in, but I know Owen Daniels had a big game. Andre Johnson had a big game last week. I don't know, man. I think I'm with you on this one. I'm not picking the Ravens. I think they're gonna fall 1-2 on this one. All right, and then we go to our game. Yeah, this is our game. All right, so look. There's two things about this game that I just want to talk about up front. You know how good Seattle is at home. Mm-hmm. I think it's the exact opposite of Carolina. I think they play better on the road for whatever reason. Even though they lost on the road last week, I just think that anytime they play a high-profile game like this one at home, it just doesn't work out that way. Now, I'm hoping that I'm gonna let everybody. This is gonna be a sentimental pick because really. I mean,
they both suck.
Right.
So you might as well go with your team and hope that they don't suck as bad as the other team.
Absolutely. I mean, because I can't even break this down. I don't even know who got the better defense, who got the better. I don't know. Both our running backs, they got in trouble last week, fumbling the ball and stuff.
And I'm going with the Giants because, of course, that's my team. But really statistically, Eli has proven to be the better quarterback than Cam.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, Cam ain't did nothing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So that's the only thing I'm hanging my hat on.
Right. Yeah.
And Brandon Jacobs is back.
Yes, I like that. I like Brandon Jacobs being back.
He was running with he was glad to be home,
Yeah,
I'll say that.
He was hyped.
So
hyped.
I'm going to go with that. But honestly, my team is 0-2, your team is 0-2. They both suck.
They do. So whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, we're like, oh, my team.
Yeah.
You like the Panthers?
Yeah.
This year it's like, yeah.
Yeah, whoever wins, it's
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just hope that whoever wins this game, they treat this game like a springboard to doing some better stuff, fixing all their crimes and things like that. So then we got Lions going to face the Washington Redskins in Washington. I'm gonna start this one out. I'm picking Detroit. Not because I think that Washington is bad. I think they're bad, but I'm not picking because I think they're bad. I'm just picking because I think the Detroit Lions team is better.
Right.
You know, now I'm kind of, I haven't got the report and seen what was going on with Reggie Bush, so I don't really know. Because Reggie Bush done added a spark to this team that this team actually really needed. Because they've been doing mediocre to good for the last 2 or 3 seasons, but they could never really catch that spark. And I think Reggie brings that, but I don't know what the situation is.
Okay, well, I'm picking Detroit Lions for those reasons and the simple fact that the Redskins is another team, again, that I've not seen play defense.
No, they don't play on defense. No.
So that's a problem. Your quarterback is struggling, and then you guys are not playing defense. So what do we got really here? I mean, Alfred Morris can't hold onto the ball in terms of offense. RG3 is not accurate.
Yeah.
Your defense is not holding you guys back. I just have to go with the Lions.
And then besides that, I don't know if you saw Cal Johnson's game last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's a Megatron.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then we got the Chargers and the Titans. Now I'm gonna say something to my little brother Cleo. You all happy about the Titans and GameTime. You know, you a Titans fan too. I'm gonna let you know that the Titans are terrible. Okay.
Right.
You know that James Cook is Jared Cook. Jared Cook is a bright spot. Kenny Britt ain't living up to what he used to be. And I don't even know if I've heard the superstar running back name being called this season so far. What has he done? He ain't done nothing, right?
Who's that? Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if I've even heard his name being called. Their quarterback situation, I got a feeling they're gonna be shopping for a quarterback at the end of the season. But Phil Rivers, though, you know, he got scrappy with some dudes last week. I mean, you know what? I like the Chargers in this game. I know they come in to Memphis, but I don't know, man. I like San Diego in this one.
You know, I was gonna go with Tennessee because I saw how they beat Pittsburgh at home, and I thought that was an accomplishment. But then I look at how terrible Pittsburgh is, and I'm like, I have to go with the Chargers. The Chargers beat Philadelphia.
Yeah.
One thing about the Chargers, they can put up some points.
But didn't they lose? Didn't something happen to one of their wide receivers in this week? Last week's games. Didn't Floyd, Malcolm Floyd in this team? I know one of the wide receivers got banged up. He had to go to the hospital and stuff. But Eddie Royal had a big game though. Yeah. Eddie Royal had a huge game. I think if San Diego continue to play like that, I mean, I don't think they're going to threaten nobody from the playoff spot. But, you know, it's good to see them kind of, and I know Phillip Rivers is playing for his job. That's what he's playing for.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
we both go Chargers.
Yeah. All right.
The next one is kind of a...
You know what? You know, everything in my being says to go with New Orleans. New Orleans is on a roll. But then I watched what's his face? What's the coach name down there? Bruce Arians was doing with the offense, having Patrick Peterson he was throwing passes and stuff. You know, dude, the Cardinals look like a fresh new team. Larry Fitzgerald, Carson Palmer he's working it in there. He getting it together. I think I was worried about what was going to happen between him and Fitzgerald, but it's really working out pretty good. I think that they're a little bit overmatched in the game. Just a little bit.
And then I'm waiting to hear what you say here.
Just a little bit.
The hero is, the Cardinals. Bruce Arians.
The Cardinals look good. Did you not enjoy watching them? You know? Oh, okay. I think they're just slightly overmatched. You know?
Right. In that zone, they're not going to be able to get themselves.
No. Okay. So what's this? This is okay.
Yeah.
Well, because the Bucs are terrible. And the Patriots ain't playing that well, but the Patriots...
But that's exactly what they need. Terrible teams.
Right, you know.
They barely squeaked by the Bills.
Yeah.
They beat the Jets.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna scrap up on the
Yeah,
Buccaneers.
yeah, they feeding on the bottom,
Yeah.
and they getting lucky wins.
Right, I mean the schedule is baby soft.
Yeah, that's very light for them. It is, yeah. All right, so we looking at. Okay, this is one of my games of the week right here. What was this? Green Bay and Cincinnati, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're playing at home. I think the Cincinnati Bengals, they looked all right last night. I'm just worried about Andy Dalton, and I'm worried about him not being able to keep up points with Aaron Rodgers, right? But Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers defense is still, I don't know, man, because they running back actually finally showed up for the first time ever last week.
Now, you got that kind of a offense.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback.
Right.
And then you finally get your running back playing a game.
Yeah.
Now you don't know which way it's coming at you.
Yeah.
Green Bay all day.
See, I'm giving the edge to Cincinnati because they're at home. And I'm still worried about the Cincinnati defense. Cincinnati defense is spectacular.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like,
I hear a lot of sentiment here.
It's a little bit of sentiment in there, but think about it. I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball. You got to admit that Cincinnati is better than Green Bay.
Playing against Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Green Bay, with their quarterback's name is Aaron Rodgers.
His name is Aaron Rodgers, right.
Oh, okay.
But he's playing against a top-ranked defense.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm going with Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati.
I like that. This is where I leave you.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Rams at the Cowboys.
Now, this right here will surprise a lot of people.
This is my upset of the
This is
week.
going to surprise a lot of people. I know that the Rams are traveling to Dallas to play in Jerry World. And I know that the Dallas Cowboys have looked okay in their last couple outings, right? Even though I think they lost last week. They lost
to Kansas City.
Right, they lost Kansas City. Terrell playing some pretty good football, you know what I mean? He's playing all right football.
Because that's what he did last week. He gave that interception up to right on time.
Well, I mean, that's
Tony time.
that's typical Tony Romo stuff. But you got to admit, he's playing better than he played at the end of last season and the end of the season before that.
Yeah, 2 games.
I know, I'm just saying. You know,
Tony is Tony.
yeah, I think the St. Louis goes in there. Trent Richardson, they get it done. You know what I'm saying? The new quarterback, new wide receiver, Tavon Austin, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. You know, I thought they were going to suffer for trading out Steven Jackson to Atlanta. You know, I thought that was going to hurt him a little bit. But, you know, they're going to the air because they got a big arm quarterback, man. They got it. I think they're going to Dallas and win the game.
I think they will too. I don't know about easy, but I think they'll win. Because Dallas defense does look a lot better.
It does. It does. So we got Cleveland and Minnesota. Nothing. We was talking before the show, and I think I'm going to let everybody know we're going to disagree on this one.
Right. Yeah.
So look, here's the thing. I understand Adrian Peterson, but whenever we talk about the Minnesota Vikings, that's all they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's Adrian Peterson. They don't talk about Christian Ponder. They don't talk about. I don't even know who they got at wide receiver. Honestly, I don't even know.
Greg Jennings.
Okay, Greg Jennings. That's right. Whatever. I think that Cleveland has and I think right now, it's 2 weeks in, their defense is ranked in the top 5. And I don't think they're gonna let Adrian Peterson get off like that. And I think they're gonna dare Christian Ponder to throw the ball. I see this game being close, but I see Cleveland going to Minnesota and getting this one.
I see Minnesota winning this one. They're 0-2. Yes, Christian Ponder is a terrible quarterback, but I see Adrian Peterson getting his first 100-yard game.
No, definitely not. I do not agree with that. Adrian Peterson had in the first game he only had like 80 yards. He was close, and then I think in the last game he had even less than that.
So time is coming.
No, I don't think so. We will completely disagree on that. And I guarantee you, next week when we come back to this game, I'm gonna talk about 15 minutes about how wrong you were about the Cleveland Browns. Okay?
I'm putting a star next to that.
You please do that. You know what I mean? Please do that.
When you have to talk 15 minutes about how I was right.
No. I said
I want to have to hear it.
I said I was.
I'm gonna sit here and watch it.
I said I was gonna talk 15 minutes about how you were wrong. You know what I mean? Okay. Next game is. This is a good one. So the Falcons are going out to Miami. Miami is 2-0.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In a division that they can pretty easily, because look, Tom Brady and the boys, they did the same division Tom Brady, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. So Tom Brady's winning these easy games and stuff, and they pay no attention to Miami right now.
Right.
They pay no attention to them. I'll tell you, later on this season, when these teams go head to head, it's gonna make a big difference of who got the most wins and stuff. This is how, and this game right here is how the Dolphins go ahead and make their first step to try to solidify that playoff spot later on down the line. I know I'm kind of looking way further ahead, and I know what people say about Atlanta. I understand, you know what I mean? But, you know, Atlanta ain't that dominant team that they won last year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now Julio Jones had a really big day last week. And then they even had me fooled because I was going into the game early that morning. I was looking at my pickup lineup and my fantasy football stuff. And they were talking about how Julio Jones had some high ankle sprain or some crap like that. He was probable or whatever. They come out there, and I think he had like 13 catches for like crazy amount of yards and a couple touchdowns. You know, I don't know. That's always a scary thing when you're facing that.
Right.
It's scary. And the Miami defense is not as good as I thought they were going to be going into the season. You know, Atlanta on the road though.
I'm picking Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta's not a bad road team. It's just that you know, it's just the fact that Miami's playing at home. And I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb again this week.
Okay.
I say Miami gets the upset victory over Atlanta.
Okay. I am picking the Falcons because first of all, Julio Jones lit it up last week.
Yes, he did.
And they have to keep pace with the Saints. If they lose this game right here, the Saints go 3-0, they're 1-2, it's done.
Yeah.
I am going with the next game.
Well, I would say they done because Carolina and Tampa are still doing very terrible.
Yeah, but you still got to get a wild card spot.
Right.
There.
Yeah.
The other divisions are not giving it up.
Right.
So I don't think you're going to get two teams come out the South.
No, I don't think so either. I didn't know about this one. We finally get to see Geno Smith and EJ Manuel go head to head. You know, I say that this score.
I mean, it's going to be like a total of 5 people watching this game.
It is not that the combined score probably going to be. What's your over under on 30 points on this game? I think this game would be. I don't think it goes over 30 points.
I don't
think
either.
it goes
I'm
over 30
picking the
points.
Bills only because the Jets they're terrible.
But so you know what? I think when I looked at the Jets last game and when I saw now Buffalo played a really good game last week against Carolina, and at the end of the game, and I can go into this whole thing, blown coverage and ain't no way the worst Stevie Jones should have been out there by him. But you know what? I think at the end of it, I think the Jets have a better squad right now than Buffalo does.
Do you?
Well, right now.
Who's their receiver, baby?
They got what's the man's Antonio, right?
What's he doing?
He doing some stuff, you know. He got some touchdowns on his resume this season. You know what I mean? They got like a little running back committee. They got.
You going with the Jets? Is that it?
I'm going with the Jets. I think the Jets will take this when they're home too. I think that they'll win. I mean, it's another one of the games where neither one of these teams are really that good, you know.
You can go either way.
Right, and I just think that
they're both 1-1.
But I would say this though. I'm gonna pick the Jets, but I'm gonna say this. After watching EJ Manuel for 2 weeks though, I like this kid.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. You know, so.
Got a little something about it.
Yeah. All right, so what we got here? We got the Colts at the 49ers at home. Now, I like Andrew Luck. I do. But watching what happened to the 49ers last week
they're
in
gonna have
Seattle.
a huge chip on that shoulder.
Oh my God. They're going to come back home.
And beat the bricks off.
Anything that's in their way, they're going to destroy.
Yep.
So I'm going with the 49ers in this game.
Yeah, because that front seven, they do a lot of preaching about how tough they are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They look kind of soft.
Yes. All right, so then we go to...
This is a disaster.
Wow. Now I want to know who in their right mind. I want to know who in the world is going to pick Jacksonville in this game. I want to see. I want to see who's going to do it. I want to know who's going to do it. You know? I want to know who's going to do it.
They apologize
I know.
to the Jacksonville fans on their TV market for showing that game versus showing the Denver Broncos game. That is embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That is the utmost disrespect for your team.
It is.
Your local channel apologizes for showing that game.
It was. Now this is the way I see this, right?
Jacksonville, go get Tim Tebow. At least have that. At least make some kind of fun.
Well, I bet they kind of wish they actually had went and talked to Tim Tebow because now they got Chad Henne playing because Blaine Gabbert is all busted up and whatnot. But this is what I wanted to say. We saw how Seattle held up, you know, how they played at home against arguably one of the better teams in the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers last week. And that was a tough game for both teams, even though it was harder on the San Francisco 49ers because they were playing in a hostile environment. I think with that same kind of energy in that building, against a team like this.
Oh, please. But they're at Jacksonville.
Are they at Jacksonville?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they're at Seattle.
No, they got Seattle.
Oh,
they're
they're
Seattle.
Seattle. Oh, they're going to take that flight.
Yeah, so it looked that Seattle puts up like at least 55 points. I know it'll be 50 something.
That's gonna be one of those games that you watch the first quarter and go, oh, the score's 30 something already. I'm out.
I mean, and this game is in the 4 o'clock slot too. They just use it when I take my nap at that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. All right. So here we go. We move on to Chicago and Pittsburgh. Now, this one could be interesting. I mean, Chicago is 2-0, but they ain't really been playing really spectacular football either.
It's week 2, and I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Todd Haley's out of there.
Oh, so now it's Todd Haley. It ain't Mike Thomas. So you can listen to Louis T.
Well, it's Todd Haley because he's calling the offense.
Okay.
The offense sucks.
Okay.
So as far as the rest of the team is concerned, it's rebuilding. It's old. It's this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. That offense, you've got a Super Bowl championship quarterback.
Yeah.
Why do we suck like this?
Yeah.
Why can we score no points? The offense is a problem.
It is.
Malu is back. He looks healthy. He looked good. He was moving. Yeah. You know, Monday night around on that field.
Oh, yeah. Defense. And everybody said Mike Taylor's age and stuff.
He held his corner down.
He was all over the place.
Good job.
He did. Yeah.
Todd Haley is out of here.
Wow. What about Chicago? I mean, look, I think, you know, if I had to grade them right now, I would give them like a C. You know what I mean? I think they're doing okay. For it to be the beginning of the season, but they ain't proved to me that they're ready to make that plunge. So now, if they,
I don't think so either. I mean, I think they're going to win this game.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not a Chicago believer.
So you believe the Chicago goes on to be 3-0? I'm going to go ahead and go with you on this one. I think Chicago will. I would look at Pittsburgh, man.
They just look bad.
I do. But how far do you think Pittsburgh will go before they get their first win? I mean, I don't know.
They got to play Jacksonville, so they're going to win, and they got to play the Raiders.
Okay.
You know, those AFC teams got a lot of, dead weight over
there. They do. It's a lot of wiggle room over there, you know what I mean? All right, and then we come to our final game, and I can't believe they actually put this game on TV in the Monday night slot. But I guess because it's Peyton Manning, everybody likes to watch Peyton Manning. But this is another one, man, and I feel sorry for Terrell Pryor and his squad in this game.
This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, because this is going to be. It's like almost like throwing somebody to the Lions. Like back in the day when they used to do that, man.
I mean, because that defense is not good, that offense is not good. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be rough.
And then you embarrassing me by putting me on prime time. Everybody and mama's watching.
You know what I mean?
That's just bad.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I think ain't even no argument about it. I think ain't no way in the world Broncos possibly lose the game. But that's our picks for the week. Hey, I know we was talking about earlier about setting some stuff up for you. Did you want to let your female viewers know what was up, what you working on?
Finally. I keep talking about NFL Pig. I promise you it is coming. I started a Facebook page. I'm going to work on it tomorrow at work. So let you know that. But I'm going to get that page up and running so that we can really discuss football. There is no fruity stuff on that page. They're all going to be on my show. There's going to be some real sports talk. So if you think this dude looks good in his uniform and this one is cute, not on my page, not on my channel.
That's pretty
not on my channel.
I can't wait to get that jumped out. That's going to be good. We have been doing really well on Wednesday nights. I want to give a special shout out to my special guest that I had last week. I had 24/7 Seahawks showed up to rub that victory over the Carolina Panthers in our faces. And the voice, he came through as well. I do want to say thank you to Glass and JV. They my boys, that's my team. They stick with me through the whole entire thing. We are introducing a new segment. We're going to try it tomorrow night. We're going to do a winners, losers, and locks segment on the show, and it's going to be full audience participation. So start now, I guess, if you guys are watching the video now, you can go on Facebook, Twitter, or Google Plus, and go on there and let us know who you guys pick for guaranteed winners for next week, guaranteed losers for next week, and guaranteed locks. And it could be a player, it could be a team, it could be a situation. Just let us know, and we'll give you guys a shout out on the show. I think that's it for us this weekend.
So one more thing, I want them to shout me out at Vernie B 73. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, something you want me to break down for you on the show, on the NFLP, let me know, and that can be my first topic to do.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I like it. All right then, that is us. for the week. And I guess, we'll see what happens this weekend during the game, especially with this thing right here. But again, like we said, it don't really matter that much, Not this year, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm your boy Big Q.
And I'm Vernie Bigg.
TeamBoydTV, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.